My name is Sergio. I was born in Portugal. I'm 38 years old right now. I've been working through Upwork for the past 15 years or so. I started maybe not on Upwork directly, but I started freelancing on 2006.
My name is Masi Osongo from Nairobi, Kenya. I am 28 years old and I have a background in communications and fundraising. So basically, that's what I've been doing for the last 4 years or so, both working for organizations as well as freelancing. So I've worked for different organizations over the last 3 years or so before I ventured then into freelancing.
I had trouble finding work locally, and so I was kind of pushed into it. It was not exactly something I would have chosen, but it was nothing like what you see nowadays. For example, you see those people working in Bali or Thailand on the beach and kind of enjoying themselves. Oh, no, no. For example, what you see behind me is my bedroom, and it's always been like this.
My motivation for online freelancing was based on one, at the time I was working for an organization and my mental state was not at its best. And I was actually thinking about transitioning to another job at that time. And I shared this with a friend of mine who actually recommended to start the freelancing side by side with the job that I was doing at that time to enable me to see if this is something that I would like to transition into. My online freelancing picked so fast at that time. So I thought, why not give it a go now? Why not make it full time and leave my job at that time, because I was not in my best mental state and I was also not happy with the job generally.
At first, like I said, I started with translation. Then I started building sites, and I had to focus on what sold. Not exactly what I wanted, but what paid the bills. I didn't paint myself into a corner, I worked myself into a corner. So, in my case, for example, I currently manage servers and sites, and this is all I can do. I've tried to move on to programming, which is something I do reasonably well and I love, but I can't because every time this offer comes up, I'm afraid that if I accept it and I get a bad score, that will compromise my chances of getting more and better work in the future.
The job that I started with was actually grant research. So where I helped a client to research on the type of grants that were fit for his startup in an organization, I think in Sweden, if I'm not wrong. And then this transition now to clients who wanted the grant writing, which was now my main profession. And I got to work with my first time loan client, who I am still working with at the moment, 2 years down the line. And over time, our engagement has evolved because when we started, I was only doing the grant writing, but now I'm more into communications. I help him also with the fundraising emails, as well as, even responding to different prospect clients and donors. He gives me the responsibility to do the emails for him, and this has really helped me to grow as a person, and at the same time has given me an opportunity to see in real time what happens in a nonprofit when it comes to the fundraising side.